everyone to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast. Where today, we're talking NWA Saturday Night on TBS from April the 15th, 1989. We are now 2 weeks removed from Techwood Drive. I'm sitting here with Doc. We're waiting on Hardbody Harper to join us. What's new? The irony is, Harper texted us earlier. Let's start early. The man who wanted to start early is not here, though. Doc, how are you?
Silva would have been here.
So,
hey, I drove over to Techwood Drive earlier this week and just sat there in the dust and cried because I miss it.
You know, Silva and I did a live stream. It'd be a week and a half ago now from this dropping. Almost 2 weeks, actually.
Yeah.
You're aware of that, right? And
I heard something about it.
You heard something about it, huh? I got a soundbite I'm going to play later in this show because it's this episode is kind of short by Saturday night standards. We're in the 44-minute range this week.
I'm just going to say this. You guys need to stop clowning on Harper.
You're the main one. Talking about he's late.
I wasn't even there. That's different. There's a difference between making fun of a man's sexual style and being upset for somebody for not being punctual.
I don't even know what the discussion was, but it was wonderful. It was great.
Hey, I know this is a little bit time bound, but it is timely for me. I am happy to see that sports still knows how to book the territory and provide a work inside the bubble and outside.
Nobody gives a flying piss what you're talking about right now related to the Mavericks.
My little Dallas Mavericks.
By the time this dropped, the Mavericks would have been booted from the playoffs, and there's going to be 30 other works happen before that one or after that one.
But this one touched me where I didn't want it to. If somebody handed me an NBA ref, I could show you on the doll where they touched me.
Okay. Well, all right.
And I got to tell you, we always talk about at the beginning how perilous this show is. We really do need Harper to show up because, you and I are tired, aren't we?
Bruh.
We're tuckered.
I'm T-Rex tuckered out, man. I ain't trying to play no sob story, but the last 2 nights have not been fun nights for me at all.
Is that because you didn't listen when the WWE said don't try this stuff at home and you were an indie play wrestler and now you're in pain all the time?
No, what happened was on Sunday night, the freaking AC kicked off in the house. And, oh, by the way, it was only 104 that day.
That's dangerous, dude. And people need to understand that in this part of the world, people die from that shit.
That was one thing. And then the next night, the very next night that followed. So you gotta understand, like the technician comes out, they fix it. It's not really a major thing. The reason it broke. And it's working, it's pumping out cool air. So that whole day I'm thinking, man, all right, just get through the work day, get through the first day of school with the kids, and you can lay down about as early as possible, get you some rest. And then I have some stomach issues that I'd rather not talk about hit me.
Somebody's got a case of the bubblies.
It was worse than the bubblies. But anyway, so then I'm up another night, and I'm at work today just miserable. But I'm not here to complain. I'm here to thank our largest patron contributors monthly, Disrespectfully Classy, Marky Blassie, Kyle Riley, Mike Childers, Joe Ice. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being the sponsors of this show. And I guess I'm here to also then throw it over to Doc to see what kind of spotlights he's got this week.
Spotlights? What's that?
Okay. 5-star reviews, spotlights, what you got?
Oh, okay.
By the way, 5 minutes late, Mr. Paperwork, who wanted to start early, is still not here. Just pointing that out before you get started.
So we have somebody who tweeted, he's JBL Objective.
Oh, yeah, he's a patron. Good guy.
Okay, Brian L.
Good kid, yes.
He's got the good kid. Good kid. Put a ring on her finger, and then you can do whatever you want. He's got the picture of Ted Knight from Caddyshack as his little avatar there, and he texted out, So the lady, that's the difference between our patrons and our regular members. The patrons have ladies. So the lady mentioned tonight she needed to buy something off of Amazon. I took Doc's advice, rolled over to the computer and typed in tinyurl.com/BTT Amazon for her. Gotta support the home team. Hey, man, that's directly putting money into the account. So you know you're going to get a spotlight when you can draw that kind of straight line. Can we run an audit on the Amazon account and see if he really did that?
Well, I can't see people's names and who purchases what.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so, thanks for not telling us what you bought, because we really don't care.
That's nice. He took your advice, though.
There shows that. Well, I wonder how he grabbed her.
I don't know if he grabbed. He didn't say he grabbed her,
like a bowling ball.
He said, I took Doc's advice. I rolled over to the computer and typed it in for her. He didn't. There was no grabbing.
Well, and I hate to be this guy, but he said he needed to buy something off of Amazon, and off of is not the grammar we want to see.
Okay.
But
you're an asshole. I'm confident Harper in.
I'll overlook it because of the great work that Brian has done here. Brian L. Is that Brian Last?
No.
Doesn't he have his own Amazon thing?
But Hardbody Harper is now in the house.
Well.
Hi.
We're going to have to get you up to speed on some bullshit going on in the BTT world here in a minute.
Yeah, like what?
You're getting clowned. You didn't even know it.
All right.
I've been trying to defend you, but you need to get in here and defend yourself here in a second.
Get through the 5 stars and then I'll play it for him.
Okay, so we had a couple of 5-star reviews. Thanks again, Brian. We appreciate you helping us out with the Amazon link. The Amazon link, again, once again, doesn't cost you anything. You just buy what you would normally buy. You put in that tiny URL gimmick, and we watch the fractions of a penny come rolling on in.
Literally fractions of a penny.
Well,
so what do you get? How does it work? You get a percentage of what you get.
But I mean, you've seen Jeff Bezos's yacht. You think he's giving us a significant cut?
Yeah, you get.
I mean, we'll be happy for the scraps that we get. You know.
Come on, Mike, get a hold of this. You're a fucking Nicholls State graduate. Fucking act like it.
It's a very
show up to his yacht and book his territory.
Okay.
Continue
with the 5 stars.
Yeah, we got a couple of 5-star reviews. I want to read them. One of them is from a fairly new listener, but definitely somebody who's made an impression in his short time in the Army. Mikey in DFW.
New?
He's been with us for like a year and a half, right?
That's long enough.
Yeah, that's not new.
I mean, now you act like you signed up last week.
Well, compared to like some of the other people that have been here for like 5 years. Is this still our birthday month?
It's our birthday year.
All right. Well.
You know you got some woman out there who says that.
Yeah.
I turned 30. It's my birthday year. What?
So I can't read the whole thing because I'm on my phone.
Would you like me to read it?
The title is Rolex's custom-made suits, and then it cuts off.
Okay, hold on.
But I want to give him credit because he's got some things that we want to talk about here. So I'm going to go ahead and read it while you look up the title of the review. All 5 stars were given, as usual. A 24-hour road trip from Boise to Dallas.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm glad we could come along for that. Requires some serious audio entertainment. And as usual, Mike, Doc, and Harper delivered the goods. Started from the hilarious episode where they talked about what Ric Flair was really doing with that mannequin, through Harper's epic rant on Bigfoot, and on to various collection plate pieces from the Horsemen. The best podcast trio in the game kept me not only wide awake, but laughing on the whole drive. Even that miserable stretch from Amarillo to Denton. and he ain't lying about that. He ain't lying about that. Ain't nobody been this over in Texas since Gary Hart was booking the territory. Join the Army. Hey, that we appreciate that, Mikey. I have done that drive from Amarillo to Denton. That shit is flat. It's arid in the summertime too. Ooh, there ain't nothing growing. It's just you're out in the damn prairie, climbing up the prairie a little bit to get ready to go to the Rocky Mountains, and there ain't shit out there.
Amarillo by morning.
Yeah. Amarillo's where I'll be.
By the way, Mikey's title of his review was Rolex's custom-made suits, diamonds on their wrists. And Mikey is a Patreon supporter. So thank you, Mikey. And thank you for the 5-star review.
Yeah, these all help. These get us on the same. I saw a thing the other day. I was flipping around and somebody was listening to, or you could listen to Dutch and our show comes up. So I like that. So we got another one here. This one's a shorter one. Best Wrestling Podcast by TP Bailey. I'm sorry, TP Bailey.
We already read that one, Doc.
Okay, so here's the one. It's called Wrestling. This one came in from Milo Evil.
He is a patron.
All right.
He's on Twitter. He's a good dude.
He's getting all that extra content that we like to provide.
Yes, sir.
Y'all were clowning on Harper. This one also was 5 stars. NWA, WCW, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Jim Crockett's Promotions, 4 Horsemen, 1980s Wrestling, 1990s Wrestling, even some WCCW and ECW if you join their Patreon. The Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast. And I mean that as a compliment. It really does feel like we do it all here, doesn't it?
We do it all, and that is Milo, Pantone on Twitter. Thank you, Milo. He is a Patreon supporter as well.
I have a quick question before we talk about this. We need to. I'm going to lead you into your soundbite over there. Harper, you sound good tonight.
Yeah.
Do you have your new headset?
Yeah, I got them on.
Okay, so
find them.
Okay, so you've been with the show now for what? About 4 years or 5 years?
Been about 5 years.
Okay.
Mike?
Yeah.
How many headsets have you had, counting the one on your head, in that time?
I had the first ones that weren't as good as these.
Okay.
Yep, I remember those.
Yeah, and this is the third. I'm looking at the other 2 right now. They're just beat up.
I could have swore you on 4, but we'll give you a pass. You're only on number 3.
Well, I'm on 4 counting the shit pair for the first ones.
Well, we probably should count those.
Okay, so the first pair were kind of flimsy.
Mike doesn't use them, right? You don't use a headset, do you?
I used to have the same one as y'all, but I actually have a mic now, so no.
Oh, look at you, bro!
Look at you,
little fancy motherfucker.
WNBC.
Yeah, what are you, a fucking DJ?
Don't try to throw the attention over at me, Doc. Keep making your point here, pal.
This is number 2, and I'm not sure that the first one broke, but I'm on number 2. I upgraded. They were over on a live stream the other night without either one of us, Harper.
Who?
Well, I think it was Sparks' Third Coast. Might as well be Sparks' Third String. And Silva and Mike.
Oh.
And then they started in on you. And then Mike was like, "Hey man, this is super hilarious. I need to send you the audio." And I was like, "Why are y'all clowning on Harper like that?"
So basically, all the opening fucking house show motherfuckers.
And so Mike didn't have a real good comeback for why he's just allowing the B and the junior varsity to just take shots at you.
What an asshole.
And I'm going to tell you, I told him I didn't appreciate it. I didn't think you'd appreciate it. And so I think we're going to listen to it now, and so that you can hear it, because I don't think it's good for him to be doing that behind your back.
Well,
speaking of doing things behind people's backs, why don't you play this audio?
Yeah.
While Doc tries to insult me, just so you know, this was on the Patreon live stream on Friday night, August, I think it was the 15th. So
if you're not a patron, this is the kind of nonsense that goes on from time to time on the live streams.
Yeah, we did R.I.P. Kamala. We talked about a bunch of classic wrestling
Why did you have to do that? We did it already.
Yeah.
Because I got Silva and Sparks to do it, you idiot. All right. Let's go to the audio now from Silva talking about, well, all of us talking about Harper headsets breaking all the time. Here it is. It's going to take a second to open because I got to open it up. I will never be rich from BTT, but I will tell you, your Patreon support helps. Like, for example, off the cuff this week, I had to buy Harper a $40 to $50 headset out of the blue because I got to be honest with y'all. Me and Doc have kids. Now, my kids are older. I got teenagers. Doc doesn't have teenagers. His are younger. Doc's been having the same headset forever. I don't use a headset. I actually have a mic. Harper's on his third fucking headset. I've had to buy for him. I don't know what the fuck Harper's doing with headsets. He don't have kids. He lives with, well, I don't say he lives with mama. That's not fair. He helps his mother out. He lives with his mother, but it's because his mother's not in good health. Yeah, he takes care of his mother. Yeah. That's the way to say it. He takes care of his mother. But he's on his third fucking head. Actually, I'm sorry. This is his fourth one. I just remembered. Silva. I bought him a fucking headset 4 years ago, too. He's on the fourth headset.
Look, he slammed the big titty bitches on top of the damn headset while he was hanging them. That's what's going on.
That's it. He gets done with the show and he tosses the headsets onto the bed and he loses them under the sheets until, he's doing his thing. It's like, oh my God, something's poking in the back.
I bet, you know what I bet you he's doing? I bet you he's got the headset on while he's banging, right? And he's going to town and he's slapping that ass, He's slapping that ass while he's in the pink, right? He's in the pink. He's going to town slapping. And he takes the USB and he sticks it in the other orifice, he sticks it right up on in there. He's like, you like that, baby? You like that?
Right here.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
He's going down on her with the fucking headset on.
Silva, say that again for me. Silva, catch your breath and say that again.
He's going down on them with the headset on.
Jose Corona. Jose Corona in the chat said circle, dot. He is circle, dot, with the headset on. That's the problem. He's breaking it.
Oh my God. And Harper with the fucking headset on top of his bald head while he's eating her ass out. Oh my God.
Well, that's escalated quickly.
Oh my God, this went off the rails. Hey, if you stayed with us until hour 1:45.
Oh my God.
You love
I wonder if he sticks that mic in her ass.
Oh my God. Say that again for people who didn't hear it. What'd you say, Silva?
I said, he takes that microphone and shoves it in her ass.
Jesus. Oh my God. I'm dying. I can't breathe over here.
Oh, man.
We are the Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast for a reason.
Keep it.
Did I keep going, Doc?
Harper, what do you think about that? You think it's funny for them to be making fun of you like that?
Yeah, I sound like New Jack Taz and fucking Tracy Smothers. Jesus. That's all I hear.
I don't get the comparison.
You don't get it? Fuck.
I do.
I get it. I'm being stupid. I don't get it, Harper. You got to explain it.
It's just, it's got you sounding black as fuck, and Silva sounds like he's, straight out of Queens. Then your boy just sounds like. with the old Southern drawl. It's like fucking Tracy Smothers, fucking New Jack and Taz all hanging out.
So
I just don't find that. I just don't think that that's the appropriate venue.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's what y'all do on Friday nights?
Yeah, that's what they do on Friday nights.
Wow.
Well, I had me a glass of Hennessy, and I was like,
nice.
I was like, let's record a live stream.
Yeah, did you get the call, Harper?
Yeah.
No, he says Fridays aren't good for him. So shut up, Doc.
I was watching Luke Hawks get killed by Jamie Foxx on Netflix.
In that movie?
Yeah.
Big movie star this week, right?
I know. Yeah.
God. If he could blow himself. Oh, my God. No, I'm kidding. All right. Doc, any other thoughts on the audio of Harper right there?
Harper, you ever stick that mic up any young girl's butt?
Oh.
Jesus.
That's nice, Michael.
It really is.
But you know what? I'm going to break these.
That's the ultimate rib.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Harper. These things have got. They're the new gold.
I respect you, Booker man, for that one. That's awesome.
Yeah. These things are expensive now because you got to have them to do work.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Doc. Like, the first couple pair, not the first pair you got, but the second and third Harper, like those things were like $20 at the time, dude. They're almost $40 now.
$17.99 maybe.
Really? It's the same exact pair.
Same pair, but they're like 30. Well, as of last week, I don't know. The prices on Amazon are fluctuating, but it was like $37 before taxes, or $38 or something like that. I was like, damn, man, these things are going up, dude. And it's like Doc said, it's because so many people were working from home. They're in high demand.
That's true, huh? Doing Zoom and shit.
Yeah, people need them for work. So, supply and demand, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you should be able to, I used to be able to get 2 pair for the price I got 1 this time. It's crazy. Anyway, it happens, man. I ain't mad at you, Harper. If you're just, if you're lassoing that cord up in the air while you're doing your thing, bro, and then going swap-pap, 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 more power to you. More power to you.
12.
All right, couple of real quick things. Shout out to a Patreon who came back, Brian H. Thanks for signing back on Patreon. Your support is greatly appreciated. And then thank you to new Patreon member Mike Turcotti. Thank you for becoming a Patreon member as well. Mike signed up at the recommendation of our ECW Livecast host Mike Prue. So thanks Mike Prue for recommending Mike T to our Patreon. So there you go. All right, let's get started on some Saturday Night. So this episode of Saturday Night is a short one, 44 minutes 54 seconds. Right, Harper?
I like this shit.
Baseball fever.
Yeah, I was like, oh, fuck. I got to go home and watch it. I was like, wait, I already watched this one last week when I fucked up. Ha, 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 ha. Then I just went to the bar.
BASCBAL, that's baseball.
Yeah.
So you went to the bar and did some day drinking today?
Yeah. Well, not, for maybe a half an hour.
Oh, good for you. I ain't mad at you.
Did you go to the bar where your girl works?
Yeah.
Do you have to pay for your drinks? Or maybe we're going to play kayfabe on that.
No, I don't.
Kayfabe. He didn't even say kayfabe, brother. He just went, no, I don't. Just broke kayfabe on air.
So,
do you drink? By doing that, do you help out and drink draft beers?
No.
Oh.
Fuck that.
Damn.
So what did you drink today?
I drank like 3 Bud Lights, and I was like, I gotta roll. Uh-huh. I'll see you later.
He's gonna see her later, all right.
Oh yeah.
And she said, "What are y'all doing that podcast thing?"
Yeah. She's like, "What are you talking about?" Wrestling. That's it. Yeah, wrestling.
And some guy from Queens is talking about me sticking a microphone up your asshole.
Yeah. So, fucking Taz.
Listen here, brother.
Man. All right, well, this show opens up. Jim Ross and Hayes open the show as usual. since Hayes is now in the booth. And hey, let's just go to it right now. We don't have a ton of promos this week, so here's the opener of the show.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to World Championship Wrestling. I'm Jim Ross, and along with Michael P.S. Hayes, we'll describe the action here, ladies and gentlemen. In the next 60 minutes, you're going to see Bob Orton and Hacksaw Butch Reed in tag team action. The Great Muta is here. We'll be talking to the television champion, The Stinger. Plus, in our big television main event, it will be Ricky the Dragon Steamboat taking on Ron Simmons. Rick Steiner is here along with Missy Hyatt, and the United States heavyweight champion Lex Luger will also be
Wait a minute. I can't even believe that Luger had the guts to even show his face in here. You got a couple problems, pal. One of them is May 7th. You ain't going to have that belt no more because I'm going to take it. Another problem is I am the sexiest man in wrestling.
All right, well, I want to bring on Dick Murdoch is standing by. We'll get into that situation.
Oh, a close second.
Yeah, Dick Murdoch, a friend of mine, is coming in here. Dick, I know you've had a problem. You better stand clear. You've got a problem with Bob Orton. He's getting ready to wrestle in his first match.
I'll tell you what, Jim, you know Bob Orton's a very tough competitor, and we've had our differences, and I'm sure there are going to be some more coming down the road.
Well, I'll tell you something. He is a tough man, and he is there with Hacksaw Butch Reed in tag team action. Gary Hart in the ring as well. And this situation is just close to getting out of hand here.
You're invited.
Well, there's a challenge, Captain Redneck, right there. I know you're not dressed to wrestle.
There you go.
I'll be glad to hold your watch for you.
Let me tell you something, Jim Ross. It's just like being out in the saloons, Daddy. I'm never dressed to wrestle or fight, but I'll never back down from one.
I'm not going to hold your teeth.
I'm coming, big boy.
All right. Well, he's been challenged right here.
He ain't scheduled.
He may not be scheduled, but
He's not scheduled to be in this match.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He ain't even got his boots on.
in your first match, introducing from Kansas City, Missouri.
And they're not going to let the introductions.
So they can't even get the introductions out the way. Dick Murdoch takes his teeth out, and he's going to wrestle with his New Balance Nikes on and his windbreaker pants. I'll throw it to Doc first. Your thoughts on this, Doc?
Bruh, tell me you didn't both pop when Murdoch took his fucking teeth out.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. This is an organization that is now a corporation, corporate wrestling, who's trying to get away from the Southern image. And on the opening segment, on the second week in the studio, they have a guy take his teeth out so he can wrestle. Now, don't get me wrong. I popped. I love it because I love Southern wrestling, and I don't care if we're going to stay in the South with this thing. But what were they thinking in the office when they? Did you see what happened on this wrestling show? That was awesome.
That was fantastic. And his attire for the match is fantastic too.
Yeah, he's out there in his sweats and his white tennis shoes.
Oh,
and
God.
Took off his watch, and he's like, "Look, I'll fight. I'm coming. Hold on."
Looks like he fucking looks like somebody's dad when they go put the garbage out.
I just realized it. It's white Reeboks he's got on. Those 1989 white Reeboks. He does look like somebody's dad putting out the garbage. By the way, the match is Dick Murdoch and Bucky Siegler versus Butch Reed and Bob Orton. Now, Reed and Orton beat the hell out of this Bucky Siegler guy, and I'll throw it to Doc. What are your thoughts on this, Doc?
I was confused.
Or Harper, did you have any thoughts on the promo too? I'm sorry.
No, Michael PSA's. He fucking looks like he should be drinking a Zima.
Okay, go back to the beginning though. I got something I want to point out to y'all. Like on the when they're standing there behind the screen.
You mean Hayes and JR?
Yeah.
Goddamn, pal.
First of all, right there, why is the wording bigger than it will fit on the screen?
Goddamn, pal, TV company.
Second of all, if you stop right there with that yellow and those red pipes in the background, this shit looks like a muffler place or a tire store.
I don't know if y'all also noticed last week. Yeah, I don't know what
Right.
to make of it. It should fit in the one shot. Last week, to the right of where JR is, like as we're watching it to the right, which would be JR's left, they actually still had the old setup, like standing in the corner last week. So like they still had that, which tells me they weren't fully committed to this new backdrop. I noticed that last week. I didn't pay attention this week to see if I saw it.
So we got new graphics, we got new setups, we got new gimmicks, we got a new song, which is incidentally the same as the 605 return music.
Man, look at this.
We got Butch Reed now with Gary Hart, I guess, and not with Hero.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not making nothing of that. Everything was not airtight, brother. So let's just let that go for now. He's just out there because he was about to tag.
Look,
but,
that
that
backdrop with that gray and red and yellow looks like you could get some white walls
struts?
and shit.
How dated does that look?
It looks like NTW or something.
Man.
Bob's muffler and Chalmette Harper. All right. So, any thoughts on this match? Bucky Ziegler gets his tail whooped. But what do you have, Doc, if anything?
Well, I just thought it was good because Murdoch has needed something.
Well, he's kind of been... He had the match with Orton. They didn't show it at the Clash or whatever.
Right.
But I hear you. And they're going to be leading up to a match. I think they got a match at the next pay-per-view, these two. Like a bull rope match or something. So that's coming up. Harper, you were about to say something about the match, though.
What happened to the other guy?
What other guy?
The guy's original tag team partner.
Oh, he just disappeared. Everything's airtight, brother.
Yeah, I was like, wait, it's going to be like 3-on-2? And then I was like, wait, no. I guess he just leaves?
Damn, Scray.
I think you nailed it, man. He just leaves. Airtight, brother. Airtight, brother. We get like I said, Ziegler, he gets his butt kicked. He finally makes the tag, and the old Texas redneck comes in on fire with his white tennis and his windbreaker pants. Tommy Young ends up calling for a DQ because of the double and triple teaming on Murdoch from Reed, Orton, and Gary Hart. We don't get a finish. We just get the DQ, and that's pretty much how it goes down. Again, they're building up Orton and Murdoch coming up at the next pay-per-view. There's that. Harper, do you have any other thoughts on the match?
Murdoch just looks like, someone's dad checking the mail. Then you drop by and fucking wave at him.
He's not that old here either.
He looks it.
Did you see Mr. Murdoch? Oh, yeah, he was out there without his shirt on again.
That's my dad would say. He's out there ruining marriages. Look at him.
Papa Harper. Oh, boy. Doc, any other thoughts on this match?
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
there is.
Let's go to Sting with Jim Ross and pay attention to what happens here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to World Championship Wrestling. Jim Ross back with you here with the television champion of the world. And ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, the NWA World Television Championship has been held by many tremendous athletes, including Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Mike Rotunda was a great champion as well. There's a great heritage behind this championship. I know the responsibility, what it means to be the TV champion.
Yes, I do. First of all, let me just say, Rossi, I feel good, and I always got to tell everybody when I'm feeling good. I feel good right now. Got one of my favorite t-shirts on, a nice haircut, one of my favorite shades, most of all. Yeah, I do have this belt. And you hear everybody barking. Here comes one of my favorite buds, Rossi. How about a high five, Rick? Yeah, he's a good champion. I like him as a TV champion. He'll be good. I had it once, but he's be good at it. He'll be real good champion. You think I'll be all right at it? Yeah, he'll be real good. Yeah. This guy doesn't know his own strength. Hey, Rick. Give him one.
No doubt, the television championship holds with it a lot of prestige. I didn't mean to leave out, Rick Steiner is a former television champion as well. But it looks like, gentlemen, we're going to be joined by the Iron Sheik, who is coming to the ring with his flag bearer, Rip Morgan. Apparently, they're going to join us here at our podium. You were not invited here. I want to remind you of that.
You know, Mr. Jim Rice, I heard All-American man, that young man from California, he did great job till he come TV champion. That's not easy. But remember, he beat American. He did. You shut up. Mr. Rice, I'm here for one reason. For that belt, and Rich's Steamboat belt, Ric Flair belt, etc. He's the champion. You think he can't do my club? Come try.
So what you're saying, I'll interpret this a little bit. You're challenging him for the television championship or to use these clubs.
I challenge with him. I challenge with the Steamboat. I challenge with the Ricky and Luke Sluger, any American, because I want to show all country number one.
All right, you made your point, and we're tired of it. All right, he's made a challenge here, either for the television championship or to do these Persian clubs.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it. All I heard was Iran, I swing club, you come swing club. I don't want to swing clubs. If you want to come out here and challenge me, of course, I guess I am going to have to fight you for it, or anybody else, wherever it might be. Rossi, you know me, Steiner knows me, and Alex knows me.
All right.
You think there's a chance that I'm going to back down holding this thing? Rossi, I'm a marked man.
Okay, I know that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll keep our eye on this situation. The great Muta will be in the ring momentarily. Let's go up to Rhubarb Jones.
Well, Sting and Steiner scream at the beginning was something else, and then we got Iron Sheik, who I gotta say, I mean, that, like Doc said a few weeks ago, that gimmick is just over. I mean, the people are so loud, you can't even hear him. JR's got to tell us what he's trying to say and translate it. It was entertaining to me, especially that ridiculous scream at the beginning that I laughed on. Doc, what did you think?
I concur. I agree with you, man. I thought Steiner pulled something out of Sting, and then here comes the Sheik, and he does that. He's trying to convince somebody of something, so he's kind of tapping on Ross while he's talking, and the people are up in his mind, and Sheik is an awesome character. He comes out around there when he's done and starts flexing again. He's just great.
Dude,
are you done doing the Sheik?
I'm not doing it. I'm going. Look, watch him flex here. I just watch. He's a buffoon. Look at it.
Look at that.
He is so. He's a buffoon. Like, it's so ridiculous. Because he's got, like we talked about weeks ago, he's got this big old beer gut. He's doing 12-ounce curls with Budweiser or whatever he drinks. And he's just got this ridiculous beer gut. It's so ridiculous. He is a clown. It's unreal. And he's so over, man. Like, they are booing him. He gets a reaction. I mean, so look at him.
What happened to your Sheik?
No, just, you sit it on the shelf for a little while.
That's nice.
Let me tell you something. Tommy Rich is coming back, and I got a bit for him.
Oh, shit.
Well,
yeah.
There you go. Yippee.
But, okay, Doc, any other thoughts on this promo?
This was a good segment.
It was funny. It really was. Harper, what'd you think about Sheik and Sting and Steiner?
Well, so he challenged him for his belt or what?
I think they have a match. Yeah, I think they have a match coming up.
Oh God.
Yeah, him and Sting.
I gotta see
that. Sting and Sheik. Something you never realized you wanted to see until you heard about it.
Yes.
Don't get your hopes up too much on it, though, Harper. Let me tell you like that.
Trust me, I won't.
All right. We keep going. The next match is the Great Muta, who defeats Greg Evans. Doc, any thoughts on Muta here?
Well, going back to before you do that, the other thing that we didn't talk about was that now Rip Morgan is with Sheik.
Yeah.
That would have been an interesting story to learn.
Yeah, don't get too used to that.
Okay.
Because, and I feel like the not so near future, he is going to be tagging with Jack Victory. And they're like the New Zealand militia.
Oh. I thought he was a Secret Service guy.
He is right now. That's what I'm saying.
And then he joins a militia.
I think it's him and Morgan end up being the New Zealand militia. And there's the end of the match. Muta with
what a moonsault. What did you think of Greg Evans' Stars and Bars bandana there?
That is what it is.
Okay.
I didn't even noticed that.
Gary Hart's
it is what it is.
Gary Hart wearing a leather jacket there?
Yeah.
Is that so the knife doesn't poke him?
He got that knife in the inner pocket. He's ready for war, man.
Man, that was a really quick and impressive moonsault, though. He moved out on that nicely.
Yeah.
I mean,
good though.
He's Muta.
Remember when I said we've seen the ding dongs? We just haven't seen the ding dongs.
What does that mean?
There's one of the ding dongs.
Greg Evans.
Greg Evans is one of the ding dongs. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, good for him. They bail on that gimmick pretty damn quick. That's for sure. Okay, so Doc, I know you don't like replays. They go to a replay of the Varsity Club defeating the Road Warriors at the last Clash. Any thoughts on the replay, or replays ain't your gimmick, brother?
Well, no. Actually, I have something there. At the end of that match, go back and count. I don't have a timestamp. I don't have time for that.
Jesus Christ. I got the fucking promo queued up.
I thought Teddy Long only counted to 2 when he turned on the Road Warriors.
He's turning on him here. I thought he did 3.
Okay, we'll see.
Let's see.
Oh, Schoolboy.
1, 2, 2. Oh, it did.
No, that was 3. It was just.
No, he rang for the bell.
It was really quick. When he goes down, he hits
1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
He goes down. When he goes down, he hits 1, and then he does real quick 2, and then it's 3.
Okay.
Which was part of the stupid controversy that made no sense with this. Because this is starting Teddy Long's
heel turn
where and now he's like coming out of it doesn't make sense. But it's what leads to him being managing Doom. So hey, there's that. Let's go to the Road Warriors now. They cut a promo after we see that replay. Here it is.
Paul Ellering, and we did a lot of thinking. We did a lot of thinking about you, Varsity Club. There seems to be a few things that you have forgotten. We haven't gotten our name and our reputation by beating up wimps and punks in the street. We've gotten our name by beating world champions, by beating All-Americans. You see, there ain't an All-American tag team in this world that can stop us from doing what we want to do. There ain't a referee that can stop us from doing what we want to do. And there ain't a wrestling commission anywhere, the NWA, no matter who it is, that can stop the Road Warriors from doing what they want to do and taking back what is rightfully theirs, the World Tag Team belt. You can step on us all you want. You can try to hurt us, but we're like a couple of sick dogs. We don't give up. We get even. Tell them, Hawk.
Well, back in Chicago, growing up on the tough streets, we didn't have the luxury of going to Oklahoma or Syracuse. We did have the luxury of the street intelligence. And that intelligence told us this. When a thief steals something from you, like you two thieves stole the World Tag Team belts, then you gotta make the thief pay. What do you do with that? You punish him, and we will punish you. As Animal said, there ain't a referee in the world who can handle this match, and there ain't two wrestlers who can handle us. Ain't never been, ain't never gonna be. So, your problem is this right here, the LOD. We're sitting down with Paul Ellering, the best strategist man in the business. And he's got a plan for you, and so do we. And now we know what our destiny is. That's to get the gold back right where we belong.
And we're back.
And we go straight to a match. They don't even transition. Doc, thoughts on the Road Warriors right there?
I thought they were both intense. I love the idea that there's not a referee that can handle this match. What will we do?
That was a good part of that promo. Anything else, Doc?
Man, they said we didn't get our reputation beating up chumps. We were beating up champions.
That's right.
When thieves steal from us, we punish them. That was a good line. I like that. Harper, thoughts on Road Warriors?
Where was Paul Ellering at?
I have no idea, but I'm glad he wasn't there.
You're such a dick.
You know, the only person who is disappointed that Ellering was not there right there is Steven Jaworski, because we know he loves cranking it to an Ellering promo at the end of a Road Warriors promo.
I like the black shoulder pads.
Jack. I like, you talking about shoulder pads? When they're out there with the jeans on, you saw it in somewhat. It was hard to tell because they were waist up. But they had jeans on too. And I don't know, that just looks badass, man. The shoulder pads with the jeans. Oh, man. Hey, dude, they still look like they mean business. I want no part of them. I'll leave it at that. Any other thoughts, Harper?
No, it's the Road Warriors.
We then go to Ravishing Randy Rose. Yes, Ravishing Randy Rose and Jack Victory. We got an old school grudge match here again with these two. Rose got body slammed on the floor. Victory got a backdrop. You know, these guys are going at it. Randy Rose is about to use a phone to hit Victory at one point near the finish. Teddy Long, who's becoming the evil ref as we know now, catches Rose with the phone and stops him from using it. But then Victory also has a phone, and he hits Rose with it. Teddy Long looked right at him when Victory hit Rose with the phone, and Teddy Long said, whatever, bruh, and counted to 3 anyway. So Victory wins, and Teddy Long acts as if he saw nothing. You know, in hindsight, as I rewatch this, them turning Teddy Long heel, it kind of doesn't make sense, but whatever. Everything wasn't airtight, brother. Doc, your thoughts?
Airtight, brother. Man, what is that shirt that Randy Rose is wearing?
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out. Is that fucking Alice Cooper? That's what it looks like.
Man, we ain't going to get clearer footage of it, I can tell you that. And I have no idea, and I was hoping you two would shed some light on whatever that is.
And then, what is up with his tights? There's something on the back sticking off like a damn tail.
Well, he's Ravishing Randy.
Yeah. Versus a fucking tow truck driver. That's in the Secret Service.
Jesus.
I mean, look at him. Looks like he drives a fucking wrecker.
And we started this shit in progress.
Here's the body slam. He flung him down. I know it's padded out there, but that don't feel good. Secret Service, Jack Victory.
Just
what?
You know,
I'm listening.
Back in my day, they dress like wrestlers too, right?
Back in my day, brother.
This guy's in a jumpsuit that your grandpa wore when he was replacing car parts.
Yeah, when he's fucking changing the starter in your mom's fucking Buick.
He's out there in that jumpsuit thing like Victory's wearing, chewing on a cigar, and I can't even begin to understand what Randy Rose is thinking about here.
I don't know. I got nothing. Like I said, Teddy Long sees Jack Victory use a phone and just said, screw it, bruh. I'm still counting to 3.
It's a fucking jumpsuit, like what Fonzie used to wear when he worked at the garage.
Right. There's nothing about you that says Secret Service.
Boogie, nothing about you says computer or technology. Look, you see, Teddy Long, watch him hit him with the phone. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't even hesitate. 2, 3. And we're out.
For reasons we can't possibly comprehend.
Can't comprehend. So we will keep going. Next up, we got Rick Steiner versus the Raider. Doc, I'm going to throw it to you because I got to get to this timestamp where Missy's walking out, and I know Harper's going to lose it.
Well, we need to get to that because I'm telling you, if I was Eddie Gilbert, I'd be keeping an eye on her. She's all the way live. She is phenomenal. Way to get us right back where we needed to be, asshole.
No, I was waiting for you to stop. So listen to JR here.
The community in there in Memphis for so many years, and this Friday night, the big championship showdown in the Kiel Auditorium in St. Louis. I'm going to try to have a word with Missy Hyde and Rick Steiner.
Hey, no broads on my program unless I approve.
First of all, she's not a broad, and secondly, it's not your program.
What did I say? She's a broad, and it is my program.
Well, see what happens then. Hang around. Fifth clothesline.
Okay?
Well, go talk to him. He was here.
So, Michael Hayes says no broads on his program, and JR is ready to cancel him. Doc, that's what I wanted to play. Even though Missy does look stunning as usual in her, I guess, white tiger outfit. Any thoughts on the match or JR's commentary, Doc?
We're all about, you take care of your mama, you take care of your kids, you take care of animals, you don't beat on women, you keep your hands to yourself.
That's right, Michael.
But there's just things that, that's under the guise more of political correctness. And as we all know, that's not our job here. Right?
Right. There's no broads on this show.
There's no broads on this show. And Kevin Sullivan was real close. If Rick Steiner hadn't been there, Kevin Sullivan would have done something improper with Missy.
So why don't we go to... let me say, Rick Steiner's going to win the match versus the Raider. Now let's go to the promo after the match because we got some good stuff here, I think, with Sullivan. Here it is.
Where I beat Eddie Gilbert all over the Omni. Show the tape.
We don't have it here.
You don't have the tape. We'll show it next week. And I want to say something to you, you bleached blonde bubblehead.
Yeah.
That is your idea of a man. We all know Eddie Gilbert's nothing but a little boy. And compared to me, he's no man if you get my drift. He's a little boy.
Well, at least he's not a frog like you.
Oh! Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're going to get out of here.
I'm going to tell you something. This ain't the last of it. I'm going to get you and you.
Well, I'll tell you something. She slapped the taste right out of his mouth, and we'll be right back. Don't you go away.
Dude, she popped him, Doc.
Did she call him a fraud or a frog?
A frog. Like
Rivet?
Yeah, like Kermit.
Yeah, Kermit. I don't care what she called him. She tattooed his ass.
Well, that's because Kevin Sullivan probably went up to her and said, make sure you look it good. Make it look good, honey.
You ever notice how Sullivan's always after somebody else's woman? Jimmy Garvin, now Eddie Gilbert's woman.
That's true, huh?
Silva and I were actually talking about that. Back.
Great. Oh, right. Yeah, you and Silva. You and fucking Taz. Great.
He's always after somebody's woman, though.
All you'd have to do, Harper, was put your palm on his forehead while he's swinging, and he wouldn't be able to reach you.
That's nice.
Well, you're a full-grown man.
That's right.
On a serious note, Doc, your thoughts on this segment with Sullivan, Missy, and Steiner?
Oh, I thought it was great. I thought it was great when Steiner stepped in front. And if Steiner doesn't stop jumping up and down, you know he's going to break that whole set.
I liked how Missy slaps him, and he's ready to just charge and go after her. Because he don't care if he hits a woman. And Steiner like steps in front of her, like, nah, bro, you ain't doing it. And Sullivan backs down. He's like, damn it.
When he called her a blonde, bleach blonde, you knew something else was coming.
Yeah. But she popped him. That was, woo. She popped him. Harper, any other thoughts on it?
No, I mean, she fucking popped his ass. That was good.
Dude. Well, and you could see JR's reaction. He was like, oh, like he damn near had an orgasm. It was such a stiff shot. All right, after that, we go to Ric Flair. Ric Flair's got some thoughts. He's got some things he's got to get off his chest. He's still involved in his feud with Ricky Steamboat. Let's go to Rick, see what he's got to say.
We're back here, ladies and gentlemen. Did you invite Kevin Sullivan out here, too?
No, I didn't. I just went back at that time to try to get an interview with Dickie Murdoch, but he couldn't make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, one thing that will happen on May 7th, Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat for the World's Championship in Nashville, Tennessee. Here are comments from the challenger.
Come on, Steamboat. By now, everything is in black and white. It's you and me. Woo! May 7th, Ric Flair's last chance. By design, who cares? The bottom line is, Steamboat, the way I look at it is, you gotta wrestle me one more time. That means I gotta beat you. No ifs, ands, or buts. You in Nashville, Tennessee. May the 7th, pal. Woo! Have gotta walk the aisle. And you've got to beat the man, pal. I coined the phrase, I am the man. And May 7th, Nashville, Tennessee, Ric Flair, one more time. Woo! Diamonds are forever. And so is Ric Flair. Woo!
So it's pretty standard issue. I mean, he's just saying no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's got to win. No excuses. If he doesn't win, he's done. Well, we know Rick ain't going to be done, so there's that. Doc, your thoughts on Flair right there?
Pretty standard issue. I mean, he's the flagship, and he's the guy that the suits know, so he's trying to deliver the goods, but it's just not the same as you want it to be, where it's Wild Rick.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah, it's tame Rick. It ain't off the walls talking about women, the Marriott, all the things we've seen. I mean, it's just not that. So, but it's, it's standard-ish. By any other means, you'd go like, yep, that's a promo. It was effective. He made his point. And that was how I looked at it. Harper, do you have anything else?
Nah.
All right.
Standard Rick.
So then we go to Ron Simmons versus Ricky Steamboat, which to me, I mean, you're in center stage. So if you're in center stage right now, you're seeing the world champion in a competitive match. I enjoyed this. What did you think, Doc?
Man, this could pass for a clash match on the right clash, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could.
I mean, this is not so.
We've seen a lot worse matches on clashes.
There you go. And so the champ is defending the title. Ron Simmons is no joke. We're going to see an aggressive Ron Simmons here.
I agree.
I
thought this was fun.
He fired back a little bit. Maybe a newfound attitude.
Well, Ron, you talking about Ron when you say he fired back?
Yeah.
Well, we're not far from that Ron that you're thinking of in WCW.
Hey, before this, did you notice that Western Union is the new Spam Slam?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. From Spam Slam to Western Union.
That's a step up, no?
I would say Western Union. Harper, you're the spam dude.
Spam Slam.
I'd say Western Union is definitely a step up, Doc. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're also going to have. I was looking ahead in a couple of months. They're going to have like a A&W segment. A&W root beer is going to be a segment as well. Yeah.
Harper, do you like A&W root beer or Barks?
Barks. That's what I grew up on.
Yeah, we all grew up on Barks, Doc. I'll drink A&W. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I won't turn it down, but yeah, I mean, if I had to pick, yeah. Because like AMW and Mug, which is Pepsi's root beer, is like traditional root beer.
You like a root beer ice cream float?
God, I used to love that shit. My grandma used to make me those when I was a kid. With the vanilla ice cream. I haven't had one of those forever. Fuck, I might make one tonight.
He's gonna make one and put a scoop of it on his girl's buttocks.
Come on, there's no reason for that. He's gonna sit down like Tony Soprano eating a bowl of ice cream and have a little.
Jesus Christ. Dude, there's some of the funniest scenes you'll see in Sopranos is when he sits there with that bowl of ice cream at the top of his stomach. He's eating it. He's like a kid, dude. It's so great.
Okay, I don't mean to derail us much more, but I do have another question that's been a recent food topic around my household and a couple others lately. Harper, is watermelon better plain, or do you sprinkle salt on it?
Wait, what?
What? Salt?
Yeah.
On
what
watermelon?
With your family?
You don't put nothing on watermelon.
Right.
I'm telling you, if you sprinkle some salt, most of the white people in my house don't agree with me on this. So, you put some salt on it, you got a tasty little treat there. It's salty.
That's that's bullshit.
You don't cover it in salt. You just sprinkle.
You don't put nothing on it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to piss you off, dickhead.
God. Who the fuck taught you that? You. I learned it from watching you.
I'm just saying. I bet you somebody's out there is going to say that they do it too.
I gotta Google this. Where the fuck did you get that from?
Why don't you put it in an Urban Dictionary, Harper? Watermelon and salt, and see what comes up. No, I've never heard of that. It's no, Harper. I ain't been here.
Salt on watermelon. Yours, Mike.
Mine?
Yeah.
No, she does not do that with watermelon.
Here's a diving into the South's obsession with salt on watermelon.
That's fucking bullshit. I never even. This is fucking gay.
Southern living. Why Southerners love to salt their watermelon.
That's bullshit. No one does this.
No one does it.
They just made this shit up.
I do it. I'm telling you, I put some salt on it. Get a little salt shaker, and my wedge, my slice. Now pour some on there and just get to chewing.
White people do some dumb stuff, Harper.
Well, where did you learn this from? Because you didn't just start doing it.
I don't even know, man.
Did you mom do this or what?
I don't remember.
Oh, God.
But I'm obviously not the only one.
Southerners love salt on it. No, they don't.
Yes, they do. I'm a Southerner.
Salt on oh, fuck. Ugh.
Harper, you've lived your whole life in the Deep South. I lived most of my life in the Deep South. I don't know a Southerner that puts salt on watermelon.
I don't know any human being that would do that.
You do now.
Right. You're not human.
I'm starting to regret defending you.
You just solidified that you're from the Andromeda Galaxy and you're from some far-off planet. You're probably one of the damn lizard people putting salt on your frickin' watermelon.
I bet you could go to all four corners of this flat Earth and find people that would do that.
You would think the Earth is flat. That doesn't surprise me in the least bit. Meanwhile, Ricky Steamboat and Ron Simmons are tearing it up in the ring. They really are tearing it up. Now, in the end, Steamboat pinned Simmons from a crucifix.
I love the finish. It's fucking great.
Good. It really was, man. These two, it's coming up in a second. Here it is. Let me go back. These two got out there, and I mean, they had like an 8-minute match, man. They worked their butts off. And 8 minutes on a 45-minute, 1 hour show is good. Here it comes. Steamboat's gonna win.
Dang, that's a hard drop.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking great.
Yeah. And to me, Simmons still looks strong in defeat. It wasn't like he
got out skilled, and he's not
right.
Skill is not his thing.
Right. And think about it. If you're in center stage, man, you got to see the world champion just now.
Damn right.
It is what's it's the TV main event. But wait, there's one more match. What the fuck?
Yeah, they do that a lot in center stage. They're like, oh, this is your TV main event, and then they'll have it on mid-show or
That's
second to
fucking
last.
stupid.
Like they did that in territories a lot, though, Harper. Like, Mid-South used to do that, too. Like, and Bill Watts' philosophy always was, so this is your TV main event, and we're giving you the main event because we want to make sure we give it enough time. So, like, they do it with 20 minutes to go, 25 minutes to go, and then if it ran short, then they'd have, like, preliminary, like, standby matches. So this is nothing new. I wouldn't be surprised if JR was like, let's do it like this, because, he came from Bill Watts. He came from Mid-South, so I wouldn't be surprised if JR just said, let's do it like that, or someone was saying, or even Hayes said it. But anyway, that's where that's coming from. Doc, any other thoughts on Simmons and Steamboat?
That was a good match.
Let's go to Jim Cornette now, who's got an update on his situation dealing with the NWA.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to World Championship Wrestling. Jim Ross and Michael P.S.A. is here with you. Jimmy Cornette has made a statement that he was very adamant that went on the air this week for all the fans in the NWA. They're one of the most talked about teams in wrestling, in and out of the sport. Here are his comments.
People have been asking me, where's the Midnight Express been the past couple of weeks? But more importantly, people have been asking me, where's the Midnight Express been the past couple of months? See, for the past 4 months, the Midnight Express has been slowly but surely going straight down the porcelain throne, brother. 6 months ago, we were sitting on top of the world Tag Team Champions, United States Tag Team Champions, only team ever to hold both those titles at the same time. 4 years, night after night, we'd beaten the best teams in professional wrestling right here in the NWA. Then things started happening. Paulie dangerously came in here, brought the original Midnight Express, not only tried to destroy our careers, but started messing our personal lives up too, having to fight an old friend. Soon as we beat the original Midnight, split them up, Paulie comes right back with the Samoan SWAT team. They're in our face every time we turn around, and they're bigger, they're rougher, and they're tougher than anybody we've faced in a long time. At the same time, Bobby's had some injuries. His hip, his knee, his elbow, nothing serious, but enough of a hindrance. He hadn't been 100%, even 75% since January. And at the same time, and probably most importantly, you people, we made a lot of new friends out there. A lot of fans that started supporting us, that believed in the Midnight Express. The only problem was, to try to justify your support of us, we started trying to be nice guys. And let's face it, brother, the Midnight Express and Jim Cornette aren't nice guys. We started getting taken advantage of. We started being jumped from behind. We weren't giving you people the Midnight Express you wanted to support, the Midnight Express that you knew. We were giving you 3 guys with their heads stuck up a dark place. We weren't the guys that broke all the rules and made all the news and won all the titles, the masters of the cheap shot. We were 3 wimps with messed up heads, bad attitudes, things happening to us that we couldn't control. So the bottom line is, we've been the best tag team in professional wrestling for a long time now, brother, and I'm the best manager, and everybody knows it. But we're out of control. We're going downhill, and we're going to put the brakes on before it's too late. Instead of coming out here making excuses, instead of trying to ask for help, because we do things for ourselves, and we help ourselves. We appreciate the support you've given us, but it's got to come from down here to be great. We're leaving the NWA. We're taking time off. We're getting out. Bobby's going to Alabama. I'm going home to Kentucky. Stan's going to the beach. We're going to get our heads on straight. We're going to get our attitudes back right. We're going to heal our bodies up. And then we're going to decide what we're going to do. But I can promise you this. We're used to being the best. And we take enough pride in what we do. If we don't feel that we can be the best tag team in wrestling, then we're not going to do it at all.
Ladies and...
All right, so this is when the Midnight left, to my knowledge, because Corny was tired of George Scott, who was fired right before this actually happened. But Corny's told the story that he told Jim Ross he was leaving before they got the news about George Scott being fired. And since they had already committed to leaving, they just said, you know what, we're still going to leave for a little while, and maybe we'll come back. And that's what ends up happening. Doc, your thoughts?
That's pretty out front to say you're leaving. I like how they set it up. Bobby hadn't been right in months, and we're able to do shit we don't want to do to justify y'all's stinky support. So, good stuff. Where are they going?
Harper.
They go to Continental, yeah.
Your thoughts, Harper?
No, I just I watched this. I was like, okay, yeah, this is when they leave, when they're not, agreeing with the booking. And they go to Continental for about a month or so.
Then yeah, I was gonna say they don't really leave for too long.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going for 6 months or a year or nothing. They're going to be back soon. In '89. I mean, it's not like they're going to be gone for long. So there's that. But that's the story. George Scott got fired, but Corny had already committed to leaving, and they had already said they were leaving because they couldn't take him no more. Little did he know when he came back he was going to have to deal with Jim Herd, but that's a discussion for another day when we get there. So, any other thoughts, Doc, on the promo?
There's going to be a hole in the tag team division. Who's SST going to wrestle?
Yeah, really. That's a good question. What's the answer, Michael?
Stay tuned.
Is it the blondes? It's the skateboarders?
Well, we'll see for sure. Lex Luger comes out next. He defeats Tom Branch. Luger dominates and wins with the torture rack. Doc, your thoughts?
Lex knows how to work this crowd. It's okay. And then I did like the altercation afterwards.
Okay, you want to talk about it?
I liked when Luger walks up to Hayes and Hayes goes, "Problem?"
Yeah.
It was at 43:20. That was good stuff.
I'm about to go to it now. So here it is. After the match, Luger approaches Michael Hayes and JR, who were, I don't know, I was going to say at the podium, but at the backdrop, I guess. Here it is.
Out here today.
Problem? You know what? I've been listening to your big, loud, obnoxious mouth for almost an hour right now in the back room. Now, you can either stop playing TV hostess or do something to back up that big mouth of yours. Is that clear enough?
Now let me tell you something, Jack. You're like 7-Up. You never had it, never will. And if you don't get out of my face, boy, you're going to find out you just wrote a check your butt can't cash.
Well, tell you what. You got a contract for May 7th. But we don't have to wait till then. We can get done right now, big mouth. Let's go.
All right, there's your challenge, big boy. You've been talking all night about Lex Luger this and Lex Luger that. Why don't you just jump up there and do something about it?
Look at that hair.
All right, they're going to hit it. There they go to the ring. Luger and Hayes. This is no match. This is a street fight. Hayes and Luger hammering each other. I don't know how much time we have left. We'll keep it here as long as we possibly can. Luger hammering away at Hayes. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we'll keep you updated on this. The NWA main event is next. For our whole crew, I'm Jim Ross. We'll see you next week on World Championship Wrestling.
So they go off brawling, which is really cool. So we got Luger and Hayes at each other's throats now. Doc, any thoughts? Oh, go ahead, Harper.
So he just said we're going to the NWA main event. That was another show that came on right after this.
I'm guessing that week maybe main event aired in the next hour. I really don't know.
Why?
But there is NWA main event.
Right.
That's another show. But it's generally nothing like majors happening on it. The Worldwide is still going on during this time too.
Yeah.
Like there's that 1 hour show that happens weekly as well. So there's still other shows going on, but I mean Saturday night is still your main show where most of the action happens.
All right.
Most of the angles, but
Harper's confused.
I'm confused because this is it's like why are we leaving to another wrestling show when this one's just fucking make it all one.
Harper's upset. All right, Harper, let me give you some advice. Just
what?
Tonight, just take your headset off. Go do your business without the headset on, all right?
All right.
What?
Don't do what Silva said you're going to do. Don't stick the microphone inside of nothing. Just put your headset in a safe spot. Do I need to get you a Samsonite carrying case for that headset so that it doesn't get damaged?
Do we need a Western Union you the money for the headphones? Because it's the fastest way to send money.
I know.
Fuck PayPal.
When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen.
Yeah.
Do people still Western Union money?
They still got it at Walmart. Don't they have it? Yeah. They still got Western Unions.
I hate to ask it. I'm ignorant because I send via PayPal. Like if
right, but like I know here, like at the Winn-Dixie, which is a grocery store, they got a Western Union in there, and I think there's one at Walmart.
Man, I don't know.
We could wire money, which I mean, it's like PayPal, right? It's like a dinosaur version of PayPal.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it is, right? Basically.
Yeah, it's PayPal when there wasn't no internet.
Yeah.
Which is tremendous when you think about it. People actually used to physically go to Western Union and were like,
"Hey, I gotta send Mike Mills $200."
Right, and he's in 3 states over, so I'm gonna send it to him, and then he goes to the Western Union where he's at and picks up the cash.
Yeah.
Wow. Unreal that used to be a thing. Well, it still is a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we got PayPal. We press a button and it's done.
Mm-hmm.
The world of the internet. Harper, I'm sorry, Doc. Your thoughts on the Luger Hayes segment? And
I thought it was a good segment, man. Because the thing of it is that most people forget how tall Michael Hayes was. So he's looking up a little bit at Luger, but he matches up well, and they needed to get physical there because Luger's got to. I mean, Hayes has to prove himself that he could go with Luger. So I thought this was well done. I enjoyed it. I liked it.
I always liked the old days when they would go off air brawling.
Yep, because it made you want to watch next week to find out what the fuck happened.
Yeah, when you're a kid, you're like, holy crap, they're brawling. I got to watch next week to see if it got resolved. Or what happened after the fact. And, I mean, sometimes they showed it, other times they didn't. But it was one of those things. So I always liked that when they would do that. So, but that's how the show ends, man. And, yeah, that was a wrap. So before we hand out the Rolex and we rate this thing, we need to take care of some business. First off, do like our friend did on Twitter and got the spotlight this week, and use our Amazon referral link. It's tinyurl.com/BTTAmazon. Great way to support the show without spending anything extra. If you're already spending money on Amazon, you can use that link and the show gets some kickback in return. Again, it's tinyurl.com/BTTAmazon. Give that link to wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever you have in your life, family members, and do like our wonderful patron did this week. Actually put that into the browser and tell them to use it. There you go. tinyurl.com/BTTAmazon. Actually, you put it in the browser for them. tinyurl.com/BTTAmazon. Thank you very much. Okay, so we need to rate it, hand out Rolex. Let's rate it first this week. Doc, what are you rating it?
43 minutes, World Championship defense against a good contender. Lots more promos, poppable moments. I'm gonna say A-.
Yeah.
What you giving it, Harper?
I give it a solid A. I mean, it's 45 minutes.
Bruh, this stuff got an A- just for the fact that it was 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So, given a decent episode of wrestling and some smack talking, and Missy Hyatt popping Sullivan, I'm going with an A, and I'm going to give my Rolex to Missy Hyatt for that just tattooing Sullivan across the face.
Oh, Missy. Missy.
Who are you giving your Rolex to, Doc?
Well, I'm going to let Harper finish over there thinking about Missy.
Hold on. You're going to fuck up my concentration.
Sorry.
He's got his hand on it.
That's gross, Michael.
Reach down between my legs
and ease the seat back. What's that from, Mike?
That was my favorite song as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is it from? Tell me.
I was hoping Harper could sing us a joint of it.
Panama.
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 I don't know what that is.
Panama, woo!
Good job on the woo.
Yeah.
What are we singing here?
Panama.
What is this? Who sings it?
Van Halen.
Dangerous Toys.
Bang Tango.
Yeah. It's an old Van Halen song.
That's nice. This is how much I care.
Jesus.
Somebody sent me an email a couple weeks back. Y'all were talking about some kind of song or some group. I don't remember. And somebody cut a promo on me. You worthless piece of shit. You don't know any of the songs Doc and Harper sing. What the hell's wrong with you? Okay. Sure thing, pal.
I'm just saying.
I mean, cut a promo. Called me a worthless piece of shit because y'all were singing some song and I was like,
sounds like Harper and I need to do a show with this person since you're doing shows with listeners these days.
Yeah.
I'm doing shows with friends on Friday nights because Harper's busy. And by the way, these live streams came out of this quarantine that we're in. So the patrons enjoyed them when we were doing them. So I was just like, all right, well, every now and then you spring one up and you do one. And patrons love it. So you can bite me, both of you. Because Lord knows if I said, hey, let's do a live stream on Friday.
God, why do we have another show? God, we did one.
Right.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'm giving the people what they want.
We got a pay-per-view coming up, Mike.
Yeah, we do. Well, 3 weeks away, maybe something like that.
Yeah, Backlash or something, right?
No. The NWA. All right, Doc, you're stalling. What are you rating this thing? I'm not rating it, Rolex.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I popped my ass off. It's going to Dick Murdoch for taking his teeth out to fight. He took his teeth out, he took his watch off, and he said, I'm coming up there.
Well, the best, we didn't talk about it when it happened. He took the teeth out, and he's got that white satin jacket on. Was that a satin jacket, Harper?
Yeah.
So he's got the white satin jacket on, the old button up with the cloth, trim around it. And the funny part was, I mean, I've never had false teeth, but I think with false teeth, you usually put them in like a container or something.
Yeah.
Dickie Murdoch is such.
That's a container.
He put them some bitches in his pocket and gave the jacket to JR. Here, hold my jacket of teeth, JR.
Yeah, my dog ate my dad's false teeth once when I was a kid.
What?
Yeah, he had it sitting on a nightstand, and the dog fucking came into the fucking bedroom. You can imagine what the fucking teeth smell like. The dog just say, and he fucking ate my dad's teeth.
Okay. Yeah, let me. Mike, are you all right?
I'm joking. The part that popped me was Homer said the dog ate his dad's false teeth, but then he followed up with the next line was, Lord knows what the teeth smell like. I guess.
Yeah, I'm fucking mad what fucking teeth smell like.
That's what I wanted to know, is what did these teeth smell like?
I guess they smell like like that fucking a shit smell that fucking that dog would love.
Like maybe morning breath and
yeah, right. And it was like
Bandits.
Right. And he got my dad's teeth.
Okay, so he ate them. He consumed them.
I remember him chewing the fuck out of them. And of course, my dad had to go get new teeth.
Did he poop out any teeth?
No, he just kind of chewed them up.
Did the dog live?
Yeah.
So Papa Harper didn't kill a dog for destroying his teeth, which I'm assuming weren't cheap.
No.
Okay. What kind of dog was it, Harper?
That was Bo. He was an Australian Shepherd.
Those are good dogs.
Yeah.
Unless they're eating teeth.
He rolled up to that coffee table in the living room.
They
smelled them funky ass teeth.
They're like,
chewed them up.
It's not a dog's ass, but I'll eat it.
Fuck it.
Oh my God.
That's nasty ass shit.
Yeah.
Bro, dogs will chew on damn near anything.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Dogs are some nasty ass, filthy animals. Love them though.
That's what's funny. Can you hear people say, "Oh, bro, the inside of a dog's mouth is clean"? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, bullshit.
Whatever. Not the ones that chewed on Papa Harper's teeth.
No.
All right, Harper. We never got your Rolex as we got sidetracked.
I'm gonna give it to Missy for being a very attractive young woman.
Pop and Kevin Sullivan, a good one. All right. So before we get out of here, if you want to hear sound bites like we played earlier in the show on the live streams of the World Class shows or the ECW shows or Clash of the Champions or the pay-per-views that we do, we got one coming up. We did a Clash not that long ago. And we got a pay-per-view coming up, which is going to be Flair and Steamboat 3. Go to tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. It's a great way to support this show. You get tons of extra content. Over 200 plus Patreon exclusive episodes are there at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Help us keep the lights on when it comes to this show. Again, it's tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Help us buy Harper a headset because we know in another year or so he's going to be munching on some bunghole and he'll break another headset. There's that. So tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. Doc, you got anything else before we hit the go home cue and get out of here?
Once again, a shining example of why you stay with us till the end. I really don't know what to say. I've got a mental picture of Harper's dad coming back in the room looking confused, like, what the fuck are my teeth?
Yeah. Where the fuck are my teeth at?
And then Doris, have you seen my goddamn teeth? Did he go something like that?
No. You sound like.
How old were you?
Oh, I think I was in high school.
So he was old enough to know what was going on.
Yeah.
So you had long hair.
No, I never had long hair.
Oh.
Never.
I can't get over this story. This is
the dog sniffing it. Ooh, this smells like
This
ass.
smells like something I should put in my mouth.
Dude. Oh, gross. Because man, human beings, we eat stuff. You get to the end of the day and you brushing them teeth and you flossing. That shit stinks. And that dog was like,
Yahtzee.
Woo! Yahtzee. They got some chicken from lunch stuck in this tooth. Oh, it smells like ass and booty, and I'm about to tear into it. God.
I feel like you need to let us go so we can go brush our teeth.
Yeah.
I totally agree. All right. Check out Our Vantage Point, the Retro Wrestling Podcast with Joe Murata and Michael Quinn. The northern version of BTT. Slightly classier, but a little bit more professional, but still fun nonetheless. And check out the ECW livecast on our Patreon side of things. But Mike and JV also do a show on the career of Stone Cold Steve Austin called The Bottom Line Cast on their free feed. So check them out. Check out OVP as well. And with all that said, it's time for us to get out of here. I'm going to throw it to Harper to hit the tagline and say good night.
Book it, bitch.